Travis McMaster from Cocoon. My name is Jared. I know we've met before. Thank you for joining us on this call.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, this is the pre-show podcast with the TGA, getting ready for the show coming up in March 2025. So just wanted to get to know you a little bit better and your company. And so what can you tell us about Cocoon USA?
Well, let me first off, Jared, thank you and the TGA for it's TGA 2.0 is what I said last year, and I've seen what you guys are doing for the show this year. I was looking at the map just before this call, and some really great stuff. It really adds value to the retailers that came. We saw a lot of our own retailers last year. It was a great opportunity for us to connect with our reps again, and just see the new breadth that you guys have done into the show. So bravo. Thanks to you.
Okay.
Cocoon,
Thank you.
we're a 35-year-old. We're our 36-year-old travel goods brand. And there's not many founder-owned brands anymore, right? They've usually spun off in 35 years to a conglomerate and become bigger and a part of a family of products. We're just a family. We've got my son runs the warehouse here in the U.S., and we're owned by Josef Strom, and his daughter Allie is involved now, and she's in her late 20s and graduated from Vienna 2 years ago. So it's a big family brand through and through, and a lot of our retailers are family owned as well.
That's awesome. So how is it Josef? Did I say that right? The founder. So how did he start this company from the very beginning? What was his first idea?
Yeah, it's great. So we are known for travel sheets, really, is what we began with. And it was 1989. He was in Bali, in a Balinese river, and he was washing one of his, just a sheet that he had been traveling with. And it was this heavy, bulky cotton sheet that he had actually sewn together for this particular trip with his wife. And even, I believe Allie was young at the time, and her brother was on this trip. And the current kind of caught this heavy, water-soaked cotton sheet, and it almost like pulled him into the river, into the current. And I feel like that's, as the story goes, that's the epiphany that he said, I need to make these lighter. The silk was right in 1989. Silk and wool were technical materials, right, before Capilene or any other, Coolmax. And so he started making these travel sheets out of silk, which packed down a lot more than the cotton. It actually had better thermal properties than cotton. And so, the cotton travel sheet was kind of born. And then he took it from there, and we have 14 different materials. We make travel sheets. We make mummy liners. Shortly after that, in 1991, we did the mummy liner for sleeping bags. And so if you have a 30-degree sleeping bag, you can put our merino wool or silk mummy liner. We've got some technical materials that actually can increase the range of that sleeping bag up to 16 degrees. So wow. It's pretty versatile.
So what was the need for this travel sheet? What did he find what did he create it for originally?
Yeah, you think about traveling, you think about the world and being an Austrian-owned brand, really. It's culturally around the world more popular to travel with your own personal travel sheet. And we're coming out of the holiday season, right, where friends and family are spending time with folks, and we see a lot more people they're foregoing maybe that hotel night and staying with a couple nights with friends and family. And people will travel with their own travel sheet, whether you're sleeping on the couch or someone's bed. It's respectful. In the U.S., we get that a little bit, but it's wildly culturally popular to have your own travel sheet, which is pretty much a sewn together, almost a twin size travel sheet, a sheet with different materials, like I said, silk or cotton, Egyptian cotton, organic cotton. We make them all. But it also has a pillow pocket that you can put the pillow in. So even as a guest, you can use the pillow of your friends and family, but it's being protected. So one last sheet for them to wash. It's environmentally, right? They're not washing as many things. Okay. But then you think about traveling the world. You go to hostels and you go to different camps in Africa. It's a large world outside the U.S. and there are bugs. and so this is a one more protective thing for people when they travel.
That's awesome. So, good point. Like with these as well, for me, I'm looking at them and I'm seeing that in these hotter climates, this is all you probably need, right? Like is a sheet, right? Just to protect you from those bugs. And you don't need a sleeping bag in some of these hot
Right.
climates, right?
You get
So,
that a lot. That it seemed like more recently we've had more interest in asking questions about. We do use insect shield treated permethrin is a part of our range. Insect shield is nationally known. They've been around, internationally known. They've been around for a long time. So it actually kills the bugs when it hits the travel sheet. Actually, funny thing about that, we have
it
bug
kills the
nets.
bugs.
So that's the deal. Here, listen. So we have bug nets that are treated with permethrin with insect shield, and travel sheets and blankets. We get some emails every once in a while that say, "Hey, this didn't work. I woke up and there were all these dead bugs, and the bugs were all around." I said, "It did work. It doesn't repel the bugs; it kills the bugs."
It
And
doesn't
so
sweep them away.
you see that it worked, and
That's
it
funny.
is. You can't smell it. It's not harmful for kids. It's not part of the PFAS. I mean, it's very robust. It's great.
That is awesome. So from there, you guys offer so many different products too now. Like I think it's everything but like luggage is pretty much what you offer and electronic goods, correct?
That is travel goods accessories. That's who we are.
That's awesome. So what coming to the show this year, what is your guys' goal?
Well, yeah. So the goal for this year is to kind of start promoting a product that I had put in the what was the area? It wasn't the new products, but it was one of the areas that you guys had secured last year, which I thought was great, where no cameras were allowed. Like I didn't want some of our competitors to see this innovation that I was kind of working on, and so I had
Hmm.
prototype on it, and so now is the time where we're going to launch that product. It's kind of a cool two-stage kind of process using the travel goods show to launch these products.
Okay.
What are they, you
So
ask?
yeah, can we get a sneak peek?
Yeah. So this was the one. And this has been a while coming. I am. We're working on mostly in the U.S. I saw that there was an opportunity for sitting comfort. Right. It's kind of born of seeing my mother. Like I said, was just here, Jared, visiting us for the holidays. She would travel, and she brought at this time a large memory foam kind of pad, and she
Hmm.
has attached to her, her carry on luggage. We see the neck pillows hanging off of people's luggage. We make amazing neck pillows that go into a small stuff sack, very hygienic. Put in your tote, in your carry on. You're not dragging around. I have amazing fun photos of dropped U-shaped pillows in the airport that people have dropped, and they're these lonely little
Didn't even
pillows.
realize.
Didn't realize people just walk by them. So we have that solution. So keeping that in mind, I wanted to make a more hygienic solution, a compact solution. It's almost like when I shape this, it's everything you need and everything and nothing that you don't. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So the skeleton of a human being, your sits bones, and I thought about this when I was in the cycling world for years. Think about cycling pads, cycling shorts, and seats. You don't see seats on bicycles that are this big, but people are buying these memory foam pads that are this big to travel with. Well, taking that into consideration, your sits bones, and my mother isn't. She is. She's rather large. She's like a larger woman, and so, but this was comfortable for her because her sits bones are the same, and the memory foam that we use, even shaping this down, but it was like larger. This is the ideal size, and it's got an ergonomic cutout, so your sits bones really do hit these points. Um, like other Cocoon products, the idea is that there's a removable cover, so you can wash it. Very easy to wash. The memory foam in this is a memory foam that's just dense enough that it doesn't need to be any thicker, and it rolls up into a stuff sack like the other solutions that we have. The back, we took this from the cycling world, has silicone grippers on it,
Okay.
and it's got the Cocoon name. And so the purchase in the surface area of this is 6 times greater than other pillows. So for anti-sliding, anti-skidding, I have a glass desk here. It doesn't slide. I sit on it, it doesn't slide. So it's not going to move around if you fall asleep on the plane because you're so comfortable. You're going to stay. It's going to stay in place. So very small solution, but it makes sense for what it is.
That's awesome. So is that something
Staying,
that's available now, or is it
it'll be
yet to be
available at the
released?
show. It was
Okay, it'll be
prototype last
available
year
at
at
the
the
show.
show, and that's why this is a really cool opportunity for the
Oh,
show. Great timing.
that's really cool.
I
That's
will
pretty
say,
cool.
so this is the other one, and this may be
Okay.
available for the show. This may be a prototype, but the same thing. It's a molded sit pad that folds up in an accordion
Oh,
style and
that's
it has an
cool.
envelope. It's cool because, Jared, this is like 0.18 ounces. Lightweight
Wow.
accessories. You can load your bag up with accessories, and you're going to hit the 50 pounds on the check-in, and you're going to start taking stuff out. There's so many accessories out there. The comfort is really obviously our big thing. This is one of the lightest sit pads out there. It is, again, just what you need. It's not a full square.
Uh-huh.
Our backside isn't square, so this is just light enough. It's durable, and these two solutions are kind of missing in the travel goods industry. I've seen it in travel goods stores, and they're kind of purchasing some products from the outdoor industry, which, listen, we're a travel goods brand, and we care about the travel goods industry, and we want to make things for the travel goods industry instead of having the solution be, oh, we're going to buy some things from this other industry. We don't even really buy anything from them or these distributors, but we buy this one sit pad. Here we are creating a solution for our own industry that we care about.
Yeah. Well, what's cool is it's like you can use those sit pads not only, traveling, but you could take them to the office. You could take them around, and that's so light it could probably fit in the back pocket, or for ladies like in a purse or a little bag or something like that, and so they can always have it
Absolutely,
when they
Jared.
need
In
it.
fact, we sell to a majority of the AAA, stores around the country. And one of their biggest things is RVers. I mean, it's a little outside the travel goods, but they're going for travel agency, right? For trip planning, for itineraries, for travel goods. Many of the people at the travel goods show sell to AAA stores. But RVing is definitely one of their little pieces, and we can't neglect that. So people sitting, it's a very versatile sit pad. You're absolutely correct.
Nice. Now, last year you won an award for your travel towel. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that was.
And so that's another thing you guys offer. Have you submitted anything this year? Are you up for
Jared,
nomination?
I appreciate you pushing the deadline a little bit. I just sent it this morning, just before this call,
Oh, good
and
job.
it
Good
is
job.
it is for the sit pad, because I do believe that this is innovative, and this is a need, and we're setting our best foot forward to win another award. I believe with this, it's a really great innovation and solution.
That's
Yeah, like the
awesome.
towel.
That's awesome. So what else? What else can you tell us about your company? Anything else that you guys offer that we haven't mentioned? I know you guys have money liners, travel sheets, bug nets, pillows of all sorts for
Yeah,
travel,
we
lumbar support.
we've got a list: lumbar support, the lumbar pillow. So the inflatable air core pillow is one of those innovations that we did years ago, and I've got a list of first on our website. First use of
Travis, I
materials.
lost you for a second. So sorry. So any of
Am I
that I
back?
did not catch. Yeah, you're back, but
Back.
I
Okay.
didn't hear you. I just saw your mouth moving. So
Yeah, it's a trick that I do every once in a while.
yeah, thanks.
So yeah, I we have a list of first and innovations on our website that talks about the different things that we've done over 35 years. The first to use ripstop nylon. We developed a ripstop silk for our expedition liners that have been to Everest and many in K2, which we supported a kids movement this past year going to K2, and they filmed it, and that will be released in the spring. Can't talk too much about that, but it's a really great
Okay.
urban exercise, and it's going to be in a documentary. We supported that with our ripstop silk. Anyways, back to our innovations. Our innovation of the Air Core inflatable pillow. We were the first to put a premium layer in the underneath the cover. And so a lot of inflatable pillows, you can blow the inflatable pillow, and it's kind of this pillow material, inflatable bladder. Ours
Hmm.
has a cover, a premium synthetic layer, or down, which we're bringing down back to the U.S. in 2 years. We're working on a really cool solution with the down um, product, but it's unique in that we're the only ones doing this premium layer in our pillows. So it's the Cocoon. You asked about what's going on at Cocoon as far as tell us a little bit more. Look, we're a premium travel goods brand. We
Hmm.
really are, and I've because we're lean, so to say, I've kept the prices down. I think there's maybe some new tariffs coming, but we are we are the brand that under promises and over delivers through
That's
and through.
awesome.
That's why our return rate to our retailers out there is less than 2%. Like people don't return our goods. They're a really great price for what they get. They get them home and they keep them forever. I get so many emails saying, "Hey, I have this Cocoon travel sheet that I took my gap year in college in the 90s. Are you still making this?" We are. Do you need a new one? You probably don't. And they're like, "No, I was just wondering. I can't believe that it's still around." We
That's awesome.
design. We're Austrian designed. We're designed for the long term.
Awesome. So where can we find you at the show?
We're going to be at booth 10302.
Okay. And
Um,
online if we want to check you out beforehand.
yeah, cocoonusa.com.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us, Travis, before we go?
Look, I haven't looked at the metrics of some of the things that you guys have done, which back to kudos to the new Travel Goods Association 2.0. I hope a lot of viewers see this. I hope a lot of retailers see this. We're in a lot of your stores, and thank you for your business this past decades. We've got some new stuff coming that we know that you can sell that's innovative. And the retailers that we haven't sold to in the past, or it's been a while, time to revisit us. Come to the show, get to Vegas, explore the show, and visit us at booth 10302.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you again in March. The show
Yeah,
is the 25th through the 27th of 2025. And here with Travis McMaster, I'm signing out. Jared Collins with the TGA.
can't wait.
Thanks.
Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you. Bye.